Hi everyone, welcome to the Frenchie. I thought I'd ditch the hat because I realised I needed to wash my hair. Yes, and also I had a massive shadow which wasn't good. So it's always fun to be in your home. Thank you for inviting me in. So we've got our little Frenchie here. In this Frenchie pack you get so many colours. You get brown, black, yellow, red, orange. Oh no, we're actually going to make orange, blue, white and beige. So it's a whole palette that if you can either paint how I am on the video, but I also wanted to show you another couple of ideas. There's one idea, so that's just making your red into a pink and using red and blue to make purple, or we could also do something like this. So this is essentially just using a big brush, making quick brush strokes across the canvas, doing a rainbow effect, just lightly enough so you can still see the lines underneath, and then coming in and painting in as if you've got a stencil. So this is also another really fun workshop for those of you who've come before. So using my stencils, I get my very own stencils cuts. This might be something else that I end up selling online too. So you at home you can just use your brush, a thick brush or a sponge on stencils, so that's heaps of fun. So I'm going to start with this one. So I am going to use a yellow first. So I want the yellow, I don't want the yellow getting lost with all the thick colours, so bright colours rather. So I'm going to come in with just a medium brush. Again, I've got my, it's getting a bit messed up now, my old sponge. I have washed it out so it is clean. It's just got my paint stains on it there. I've got my palette and I have my water bowl. So I'm going to get my, and that's another idea if you want to pop all your little paints into the bowl that you receive and then just grab a plastic cup or something. That's a bit of fun and less mess from mum, that's for sure. So I'm going to come in with this yellow. So I'm watering down all these paints. I'm making what we call a little bit of an acrylic wash. So not a watercolour. And then I'm going to come in quickly. See, I haven't made it too runny. I'm following my little guide here too. This is new for me, this Frenchie. I've only done him a couple of times before. So I'm painting over the yellow here. And if I can do it, you can all do it. I'm sure of that. And painting up in here. So see, I'm just putting yellow essentially wherever I want it to highlight. So you do the same at home. I might add some in down here. So you probably notice I'm going over the lines, and why I'm doing that is because I know that we can come back in on top with some colour. It's always harder to do your light colours on top. White's a bit different because the white I use here in the art class workshops is quite a strong pigmented white, so it will, especially made so it could go on top of your paintings. I'm getting some rain here in the studio. It's kind of nice painting while the rain's coming down. What's happening at your house? It's a sunny day. What a brilliant time for artists to paint. So now I'm going to come in with some blue, or I might even make a green. Let's do that. So I've just mixed some blue with the yellow that I already have in my palette, and it's going to make a really nice, it's the same colour as my dress, a really nice emerald green. Again, adding water to that palette, so making it nice. I don't know if you can see there at home, but little small drips will come in. And so I'm doing the same thing. I'm even going to come in on top here and add a bit of green in there, a bit of green there. So we're being a little bit Picasso with this painting. So what I mean by that is we're being a little bit wild with our colours. I like green. Green is a good colour, communication colour they say, so it actually makes people relaxed. Green. Okay, so how that's looking pretty cool. So now for my next fun exercise, I am going to get some blue. And still I've got that green on my brush, but I've moved out away from the green on the palette. I'm adding water. I may even add a little bit of white just to make this blue really a nice sky blue. So come in there on top of the ears. So as you can see with a lot of my paintings, there's no exact science. It's basically just following your palette, being confident with putting your colours around the whole canvas and just knowing that there really is no mistakes. I'm going to wash that out even more here. Oh, see, and I had a run. So I'm going to grab my sponge. And see, I didn't even get upset. Don't get upset over painting, whatever you do. That's one of my art class rules for kids that come to the studio. No tears over painting, everything can be fixed. So I'm going to leave a little bit of white coming through there because I quite like that. So now I've washed my brush. I'm actually going to make an orange. So I'm grabbing some of the red, a little bit red and yellow, make orange. You probably all already know that, for those who don't. And then again, some water. So I'm probably going to have quite a bit of red around this painting now, or orange rather. It's like a amber orange, this one, isn't it? Like a really browny orange. You are so cute. Has anyone got a Frenchie at home? French Bulldog? We have a Boston Terrier, my family. His name's Charlie. Charlie is about 10 years old because he is a year older than my son Xavier, and Xavier is 9. So hello to all of my friends who know my family and my boys out there. Thank you for letting me help your little creatives from home on these holidays. It's a very special time. So now, I like that. I like how it's going. So what I'm going to do now, I've got all my washes, but I'm going to come back in on top. I'm going to make purple. So I'm getting some of my blue and some of my red. And I'm hoping to make a nice purple. It's got purpley blue. Can't really see, it's like purpley blue that it's come out as. But so what I'm doing now is I just want some stronger paint colours to come through. I keep watching my chart over here because I wanted to get it as close to the image so you're not worried that yours isn't looking the same. Even though yours may quite possibly be even better. So I went outside the lines there, and that's the only time that this might actually affect the painting. So I'm going to come in and just clean up that area. And because of that, I'll put some blue up in there too. And just a hint over there. Okay, so this is quite unusual for one of my painting series, but I'm actually going to put some white in now. I think we're going to have Dom come and visit in a minute. My son Dominic. Hey Dommy.
So how are you going?
I'm going well. You have to lean down, otherwise you're going to get cut out of the video.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
How are you going?
Ollie's got a little cough, but I want to say he is well. He just has a little bit of an asthma
And this
cough.
is over.
Hey Ollie, how are you? Hi. So talk about juggling. So now you all know that I have the juggle is real.
I'm going to try and juggle.
You want to try and juggle?
Yeah.
Well, you probably can see Mum juggling. Dad knows how to juggle. He'll help you.
Okay.
Mum's not that coordinated. So there, we've got that. So what we're going to do now is we are coming into the black. Got to be quiet in the studio, Ollie, while we're recording. So I'm coming into the black here. I'm really going to have to get some good help on this video production. So I'm coming in here. So I'm going to do the eyes first, black. Oh, small brush. I always forget that because I just get so in the zone, and I'm really thinking about time on these videos because I don't want them too big for the download time. Or I don't want kids to get too bored with all my talking. And so now I'm going to come in on this other eye over here. Getting photobombed by Ollie. Poor Ollie. All he wants to do is go to the skate park and he's not allowed. So I'm going to come in here around the nose. So this is where the wash is really good because it's still letting you see all the lines, so you won't have any. See how that's coming together already? This is going to be really beautiful, this painting. We are on to a winner. So with my black, if you've painted with me before, what do I always say? I always say I use the black like an ink. See, so I want it a little bit runny so you can move around the canvas quite quickly. But you don't have to work as quickly as me, and also some of you at home might want to work flat. So working flat, I worked flat for a lot of years, especially when I was in school, my school years, because I wasn't confident painting vertically, but I did learn at art college and it really proved to me that just gives you a better perspective when you're painting vertically, because I'd quite often lift up my paintings and wonder why they were all a little bit out of perspective. So even though my paintings are purposely out of perspective, it's all about your perspectives. So I'm coming in here, I'm going to come in around, they have beautiful jowls, French bulldogs. They're so cute. They're sort of ugly but cute, aren't they? Frenchies need to be loved too. Come up in there. So it's always a fine balance, isn't it, with black? Like you don't want to go too much, but you just want to go enough. So people who know my original work know I'm not afraid of a bit of black. I think that's a overflow from my black and white illustration days in newspapers. Yes, I was working in newspapers before they even went to colour. Showing my age, aren't I? Okay. And there we go. So you can add like a few interesting highlights in the background if you want. Excuse me. If you feel like it's all a bit too heavy with your colours, don't be afraid to come back in on top. And you can add some colours in. I'm just going to add white because I think white will really lift this painting. And there we go, our beautiful little Frenchie. Isn't he cute? I think it's a boy. It's a boy, this one. That one's a girl. All right, so record time 14 minutes for me, but it's not a competition. I don't want you finishing this painting under an hour and a half. So my painting series are all meant to take at least an hour and a half to paint, up to 2 hours, but you can do it over 3 days if you want. So be good to your family. I love you all. Thank you for your love and support. Okay, bye for now.